Hi, this is Stefan from Vyoma, and I'm going to walk you through our on-demand tracking service, which is provided through our web-based platform. Everything I'm going to show you here is also available through a REST API, so you can easily integrate it directly into your own routines. First, what is the Vyoma on-demand tracking service? It allows you, the user, to obtain observations from space objects using the Vyoma sensor network. And it's the basis for our other services such as orbit determination, collision estimations, maneuver detection, and others. Today, as of summer 2022, the network consists of 15 globally distributed telescopes, as you can see here on the map, as well as on the list below. Almost every month, we are adding further sensors to the network. Soon, we will also add laser ranging stations to make even more accurate orbit determinations. And by the end of next year, we will take it to a whole new level by adding space-based sensors to this network. Here on the left, you can see all previously tasked observations, their status, and so on. If you want to task a new observation, you go to Create New and enter the NORAD ID, such as, for example, 27386 for Envisat. In case no ID exists yet, which will be the case if you want to observe events such as payload launcher separations, you can also directly add orbital information here in these two fields. Then you select the desired number of passes. For us, a successful observation or pass means the tasking of the sensor resulted in a tracking data message, or TDM. For telescopes, that means numerical, time-stamped, angular information about the object of interest. Additionally, we'll also provide you with the raw observations themselves, which, again for telescopes, are photometric images in the FITS format. But more of that later. Next, you define the window from when to when you would like to obtain observations of the object you defined. On the second page, you can select the participating sensors. Generally, you can leave it up to us to do the scheduling and simply select all of them, but maybe you like certain stations better than others. We also give you the option here to select test sensors. Instead of giving you real observations, the test sensors give you mock data. This is especially useful if you want to test your API calls without actually incurring real costs related to the real observations. Finally, you will end up here on the observation request overview, where you can check your request and, if needed, go back and change it. I won't task any observation here because it might take a while for the first real observations to come in. Instead, I'll show you some results from a previous campaign. Let's check out some of the results for a Globalstar satellite. What you can see here are all the results, TDMs, as well as the images themselves. You can either download the images or the TDMs here, or you can take a sneak peek into the images directly in your browser. But more interestingly, check out the TDMs. What you can see here are the reduction of the images to angular information, more specifically, right ascension and declination. It also shows information about the magnitude, which is useful to estimate rotational speed and rotation axis of the objects. Next to just providing you with this information, we also give you access to our data quality report. We compare the results from the observations with highly accurate special perturbation ephemeris information from US Spacecom. And we also check that the association of the observation was done with the correct object and if there were other objects in the vicinity. Depending on your level of expertise, you might be happy with just this data, or you might want further support. As mentioned in the beginning, we also offer orbit determination, object identification, maneuver detection, updating of conjunction assessments, maneuver planning, estimation of rotational speeds, and many more services. But that I'll show you in separate videos. Finally, you don't have to rewatch all of this to understand how to use our services. Instead, simply go to our documentation page. Here we show you how the API is defined and how you can use it in various programming languages. Stay tuned for further additions to our platform, especially the possibility to do on-demand tracking from space. If you want to know more, please contact me under sales@vyoma.space. Thanks for watching.